What's up guys, time for a new tutorial. And today we're going to look at the shadows. This is very important when you want to make a dimension on things that you draw. And we're going to start from quite basic to more advanced, where you can control the shadows even more. And if you have any suggestions how to make a cool shadow, please leave a comment below and tell us. But for now guys, let's move into the tutorial. The first thing we do is go to composition and make a new composition. And you can choose the red color, so that we have a red background. And now that we go to the text tool and type shadow, like so. And then can we align it to the center. And then now we're going to pre-compose this. So right click and go up to and go to pre-compose, and we can call it text and move all attributes like so. So now do we have our first layer, and then we're going to duplicate this layer, so mark it and Ctrl D, and the upper layer can be called color, so press enter, and the second layer can be called shadow, so press enter. So now can we set the color for the layer above. So we go to effects, and here going to add a fill. So see to the layer selected and double tap. So now can we set the color here. We can set it to white, and we can also add layer style. So right click and layer style and add bevel and bows, just so we get a little bit of that 3D effect there. So now it's time to do the first shadow. So we can get out to the shadow and right click and go and to add a layer style. And the first and simple way is to do a drop shadow. Then we go to the more complex and those shadows they can control more. So let's start with a simple one. This is the drop shadow effect here. And here can we change like the distance and so on. We can control the spread, and we can set the size of the blur, and we can also mark the layer and press T, so we can see the opacity. We can lower the opacity in this way, or we can do like so that we set the opacity on the layer style. We can set the opacity here too, like so. So in this way, so can you control this shadow, but you don't have so much control over it. So we can do like so. We do unselect that. So now do we do another shadow here. So select the layer, and we're going to add radial fast blur. Radial fast blur, see, so the shadow layer selected and double tap. The first thing we do here is to zoom out a little bit, and we're going to set the center point. This is like the light for this type of shadow effect here. So we can zoom in again, and then can we drag out the shadow this way. So this is a quite cool way of making a shadow. I like that it's dark close to the letter, and then it's fade out. So I really like this shadow, but you don't have so much control, but it looks cool. But we can disable this layer and go to the next way of making a shadow. Then I'm going to add a slant. See to the shadow layer selected and double tap slant. And now we're going to lean the back layer like so. And then we're going to make this in like so. So it's set it back. We can also change the color if you like so, but we don't need to do that. Here so can we add also another effect. We need to have a little bit blur effect here. So we're going to add fast box blur. And see to the layer selected and add it. And now can we control how the opacity or the what we can, the blurriness of the, so now can we control the blurriness of the shadow. And we can also do like so, we can press T to set opacity, so it's fade away a little bit. You can also, we can do like so, we unselect that and go to the next way of making a shadow and choose Bender and double tap on it to add it. And this is the almost the same way you choose it. It's more a little bit of a bend text like so. And you can also add a fast box blur here. You can drag this down so it's behind or it's below. But this is not everything you can do. We want to control the shadow even more. So we can do like so. We go up to the rectangle tool like so, and we do unselect everything by typing outside of the layers. And then we just double tap on the rectangle tool. Then does it add a rectangle all over the screen. And we can rename this layer to opacity. So press enter. Opacity. So, and we can drag it down. This is a layer now that's going to be what's going to be seen and to be hidden. We're going to add layer style, so right click and go to layer style and add a gradient overlay. So everything that is white is going to be seen and everything that is black is going to be hidden. So we can disable this layer now and go to the shadow layer, and we're going to add set matte. Double tap on it, and we're going to change to the opacity layer, and we're also going to set it to the luminance. So it uses the luminance to show the shadow. So now can we control how the shadow is shown. We can go down to the gradient overlay and go to gradient. So now can we control how it's shown and hidden like this, so it's going to fade away. We can do like so. We go to the shadow and set the opacity to 100%. So now can you control how the shadow should fade away like so. This is a quite cool way, so you can really control how the shadow fades away. And you can even go one step further. We can do like so, that we go to the shadow layer and go and right click and go to the transform, and we go to flip vertically, and then we go and then we press P for the position, and we drag it down so we get the shadow in front like so, and we maybe move it a little bit to the side like so. But then we go up to the color and we can set the color to black, so it looks like the light come from behind. So then can you adjust, maybe we need to move it up a little bit like so. So this is a cool way of controlling your shadows. And this was some way of making shadows. Hope you have learned something that you can use in your project. And if you have any way of making a cool shadow, please leave a comment below and tell us. And if you have anything that you want to see in this channel, please leave a comment below and I shall try to see if I can do a video about it. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss the next one. But for now guys, it's time to say over and out.